Woher kommen Sie? Now, I told you one thing. I don't know if you had this question in your mind or not, but I told you what is the word for where? Wo, right? But always remember, normally when we frame the question, where do you come from? Where do you come from? That means when we are asking about somebody's origin, country, here we don't use wo common z. No. Here, for where do you come from, we always use woher. So remember this word woher. Even though where is equal to wo, but in this question, you need to remember that it is woher common z. Because the exact meaning of woher is to come from, to come from somewhere. Yeah. So woher common z. Remember, I have seen many people making this. I have seen many people they do this mistake. They call it wo common z. Wo is where, so where do you come from? No, it's woher common z. Remember. Now here you have some verbs. For example, okay, there is a table given here. Lesen Sie und hören Sie. Lesen means to read. Hören means to listen to it. So we will first read it and then we will listen to it. And then you have to arrange the answers. Ordnen Sie die Antworten zu. Ordnen, ordnen means to arrange. So we have here 3 questions and we have here some fill in, like match the following. So we have to read the question and we have to find the correct answer for every question. So before we find the answer, we need to see here that what is given in this particular box. So the name is here Zelina Lang. Zelina Lang. So there are 3 languages written here. Deutsch, that is German. Spanish, that is Spanish. And English, that is English. Now it's written Ludwigstraße 39 6037 Frankfurt. Telephone +49 0171 8264 731. This is the telephone number. And then we have the email address. So let's see. Woher kommen Sie, Frau Lang? So woher kommen Sie, Frau Lang? What is the actual or what is the correct answer to this question, Samriddhi? A, B oder C? Woher kommen Sie, Frau Lang? So you can see the verb and you can tell me what is the correct answer here. Where does Frau Lang come from? Comes from.
Ich komme aus Deutschland.
Ich komme aus Deutschland. Very good. Now, Sana, welche Sprachen sprechen Sie? And a new question here you have. Okay. So as far as of now, we did 3 questions. The first question was V-Z that we did in the last class. We did the formal version and also the informal version. V-Z or V-do. This is the one question we did for name. The second question we did was for wo wohnen Sie, that is for formal. Where do you live? Wo wohnen Sie? Wo wohnst du? That is for the informal one. Then we did for the country thing. Woher kommen Sie? Woher kommen Sie? And the informal version is woher kommst du? Woher kommst du? Now, the fourth question that we will learn right now is regarding the language. Which language do you speak? So the word for which is Welsh. The word for which is Welsh. So Now the verb for speaking is sprechen and languages is called Sprachen. Language, the noun for the language is Sprachen. Die Sprachen. The languages. Okay, remember one thing. I told you there stands for which noun? Masculine, feminine, neutral. There?
Masculine.
Masculine. Okay. Then we had D stands for
Feminine.
feminine, and Da stands for neutral, right? So every noun has two forms, singular and plural. So for example, I'll take one example, apple. So apple's article is there, apfel, which means singular apple is a masculine noun. If somebody asks you what is the gender of apple, so you would say apple is a masculine gender in German. But if we say apples, plural, so all the plural noun in German, they have the article D. All the plural article in German, they have the article D. I'll not write the plural of apple right now because there is a rule for singular plural that you will learn afterwards. But remember, all the plural form of every noun, they always have the same article that is D. So here, Sprachen is a plural form of the word language. So it will have the. So every noun will have a plural form, and the plural form will always have the article the, no change at all. But the gender will remain same. The gender is apple, apple का gender German में masculine होता है. तो अगर वो plural में अपना article change भी कर रहा है, if it is becoming the, like plural form, but then the gender of the apple is always masculine. Remember that. So now let's see who can decode the question for my question stands here as the fourth question. Which languages, this is an English question, which languages do you speak? So now you have the verb for to speak. You know what is languages in German called. You know the word for which. And I also told you while making the German question, we put the verb in the second, uh, sorry, forget that. You just need to tell me here, how do we frame this in German? Begin with the, yeah, let's see.
Formally or informally?
Anyway, okay, right now, expression is a little bit difficult work. We don't know the conjugation yet. So keep it in formal. Z.
Then, it should be Welsh,
Welsh
Sprach,
languages. Sprachen, very good. Welsh Sprachen,
Expression, Z.
very good. Welsh Sprachen, Sprechen, Z. Yeah, welche Sprachen sprechen Sie? So this is how you ask somebody, which languages do you speak? Welche Sprachen sprechen Sie? Who can tell me the answer for this question?
Here, language is Sprachen. So language is Sprache.
Sprachen. Yeah, language is Sprache, die Sprache, and languages is Sprachen.
So die Sprache, die Sprachen.
Die Sprache is feminine, and the plural is die Sprache. So
Okay.
Sprache's gender is feminine. Die Sprache, and when it changes to plural, it remains die, no change. Okay, so how do we answer this question? You learned this in the introduction part.
Ich Sprache.
Ich spreche, Sprache is language. Ich
Okay,
spreche,
Sprache.
and then
Hindi.
yeah, Hindi, then
English.
English, and then
Englischen.
und ein bisschen Deutsch. Yeah, richtig. So the answer was this, which you learned in the introduction part. And the question of this answer is this. Welche Sprachen sprechen Sie? And sprechen is a difficult word. The conjugation, I'll write you because we have not done the conjugation of any irregular verbs right now. So I'm not giving you the conjugation right now, but we will do it somehow very quickly. Now, so this is welche Sprachen sprechen Sie? So the answer in the book would be A oder C. So which languages speak Selena Lang?
Spanish. Deutsch.
Spanish. Spanish. English. Deutsch. Yeah. The last question, wo wohnen Sie? So the answer would be, ich wohne in Frankfurt. Okay. So here, Grammar, you have two grammar thing here, which I already told you, but then remember, whenever we make question, we normally put the verb in the second position. Yeah, we heißt du, we heißen sie, wo wohnen sie. So the verb always comes in the second position. While giving the answer, also we put the verb in the second position. So the normal position, normal means it is not that the verb position will not change. It will change definitely. But the common position for the verb in German sentences is always the second position. Remember that. The normal and the majority, in majority of the cases, the verb normally stays in the second position.